De Agora Arcades. Daar gaan wij waarschijnlijk gamen.
Dat denk ik wel, ja. Klinkt wel gamig.
Oh ja, de arcade. Dan gaan we met de fast travel.
Why isn't this working? So typical.
Nope.
I suppose the ticket reactivation is still going to take a while.
Dus?
Dan gaan we niet met de fast travel. Completed. Go to the Agora Arcades. Watch the announcement. Oh, dan gaan we even bij die gast in het hok zitten.
Ja.
Hey dude.
Hello again.
Hey Chris, ticket not working. Mind if I watch the announcement with you?
Well, be my guest. Not that I actually live here.
Oh, it's starting.
Ik ben benieuwd.
We chose the stars, not instead of the Earth, but because of it. We chose sacrifice and responsibility. Well, we didn't, I guess, but our ancestors did. And we wouldn't be here if they hadn't. Left, I mean. We'd be back on Earth.
Visverkoper staat daar links.
And where would that have got everyone? We may not have ever seen our home, tasted its air, or gazed across its boiling seas, but we remember it. And then we made a new home, even if it wasn't quite what anyone had in mind. And one corporation over all others helped make that possible. All water. On that note, I'd like to introduce Madam CEO Brenna Castletrop.
Ze is een vierkant hoofdvrouw.
Ja.
Good day to you all. As you may know, I am Brenna Castletrop, the CEO of All Water Corporation. More importantly, I'm a citizen of the Fedora just like you. And it's my unmitigated pleasure today to show you what you're about to see. Join me in reliving and celebrating the remarkable journey we've been on together, before we unveil the next step of that journey.
Oh, fancy.
It may have started with one man, but it took the hearts and minds of many more to make the dream a reality. That dream began at the height of the Cold War, when the world was on the very brink of annihilation. He conceived of an Ark-like spacefaring ship, financed by the wealthiest countries, families, and private institutions such as the Schlipmeyer Foundation, as a gesture of global care for the human race. That ship journeyed for 200 years, was home to 5 generations, and sailed past many solar systems, making fascinating discoveries along the way, like the bacteria that are now responsible for our energy supply, or the mineral samples we took from planets along the way that allow us to build new materials. We had difficulties to deal with too, such as surprise asteroid fields, periods of hopelessness, and the unpleasant albeit brief alien infestation. And of course, 120 years after launch, our last message from our beloved Earth in its final moments. After 200 years,
de aarde bestaat niet
we
meer.
finally arrived at our destination, only to find that the promising, watery planet contained no habitable landmass and dense, toxic gases in the atmosphere. Hardly the second Earth we had hoped for. It wasn't long into our new search that the solar winds came. Maybe our ancestors couldn't have possibly known, or maybe they could, that they would cause our ship to crash, just like Icarus, but with worse luck. Either way, we can be thankful for a soft landing and good waterproofing.
Wasn't that a wild ride, huh? We've achieved so much aboard the Fedora, but we've never stopped thinking big. We had the idea to make sure we weren't missing out on anything going on outside. We're in a whole new galaxy, so we should be listening to see what the local news is. So we hatched a new plan. A state-of-the-art, deep space radio buoy capable of keeping itself afloat and slowly circumnavigating our watery new home while scanning for signals and interesting cosmic gossip. And, wait for it, yes, we're delighted to announce it's floating to the surface right now. That's right. The buoy will be in position in another few hours. big congratulations and thanks to All Water for making this possible. I'm excited to see what we pick up.
That was some announcement, huh?
Sure, makes for some nice gossip. But I think they should fix the tube system or upgrade the TVs, eh? Before this fancy boy drama, eh?
Yeah, that'd be nice. What if there really is nothing else out there?
Exactamundo. We should be focusing on inner space before outer, huh?
Yeah, man. Speaking of inner space, I hope the tickets are working again.
Nou, dat hoop ik ook.
Que claro.
We willen wel reizen.
At least I brought some homework to Mark. Those bambinos will forget everything at this rate.
And you've got your trusty couch.
Yep, we've gotten to know each other well.
Okay, I'm gonna get some sleep. Buonanotte, Chris.
Buonanotte, Harold.
Nou, wij gaan slapen.
Goed.
Evening, everyone. Please remember, the all-water tube system will shortly be closing for the night.
Ik ben wel benieuwd waar die dingen die we klaar hebben dan verschijnen. Space Toast. Want er staat steeds note edit, maar ik weet niet waar. Ik ben ook vergeten waar mijn bed is. Oh, hier beneden. Toch?
Ja.
Ja. Go to sleep. Time to sleep.
Oh boy, what a day. Here's hoping tomorrow's a bit more relaxed. I could do with a day off.
Maar dat gaat natuurlijk
All
niet
this
gebeuren.
walking back and forth for people is tiring, man. But, Agent Harrelson, that's what they pay you for. Don't let us down now.
Ik zou het licht uitdoen.
Laat wel.
Oh,
After crash, oké.
eentje erbij kwam er. Nou, we zijn weer wakker. We zijn weer wakker. Er is geen missie. Maar die zullen we wel krijgen als we de kamer inlopen. Ja.
Morning, Harold.
Hello, Professor. What did you think of that announcement?
It was quite fantastically self-aggrandizing.
Yes, it did go on a bit. The boy seems cool, though.
Indeed. I'm sure it'll make a great source of distraction. Now, if you're quite ready...
Sure. Ready for what?
I made a breakthrough discovery at the Arboretum last night. You remember the last batch of bloomy rocks?
Oh, the really small ones from the last intake? The ones with the strange shapes and the little holes and...
The blue ones, yes. Turns out their surface composition doesn't just give us clues about our immediate aquatic environs. I think they've picked up some influences from outer space as well.
Aliens.
Take a look through the microscope. You'll see what I mean.
Just remind me exactly how that thing works again.
Harold, are you fooling me? This will be the last time I explain it to you, so for once, pay attention. You need to open the hatch first.
De microscoop.
Now, activate the switch next to the board to open the sample shelf.
Ah, die hadden we al gevonden.
The rock you want is in the container on the lower right. You remember your left and right?
Het zijn stenen blijkbaar.
The microscope and insert it into the hatch.
Zie hem gaan.
Et voilà! Check the microscope and finally you'll see what I mean.
Nou, ik ben benieuwd wat we gaan zien voor iets moois.
The one you're looking at now seems to have picked up radiation from our nearest sun. There's a particular mark for each time there's been a solar flare.
I can only see one mark?
That's the problem. There isn't enough of a recording on this one. I dated it to roughly 40 BC.
So we need an older one. for...
Exactly. Older ones, ideally. Although I doubt we'll have much luck catching more of them by chance. Oh, yes. We have to figure out when there's going to be a gap between flares. Flares cause the solar winds. A gap between solar storms is our only window for leaving
Ah,
space.
we moeten weg. De
I need you
ruimte
to look
in.
into this, Harold. If anyone on board has an older rock, we need it procured. Yes?
But if we're not going to be able to catch one, where am I supposed to start looking?
You could start at Tommy's store. You and I both know that guy somehow gets hold of whatever those filter stations spit out, and then sells them at an outrageous markup.
Good evening, Jean.
Nice to see you, Bridget.
Is the sample in the microscope? I'm really curious to inspect it.
Yes, you definitely should.
Nou, zij gaat ook checken. Wij kunnen lopen inmiddels. Onze missie was nu dat we naar de store moesten gaan. Toch? Even kijken. To do. Search for the blue rock. Want me to go to Tommy's general store at the Agora arcades. Nou, daar konden we niet heen. Maar misschien nu wel.
Harold, when you see Cyrus, could you give him a message for me?
Tuurlijk.
Sure thing, Professor.
Just ask him, how are the details coming along?
Okay. I will ask him, but,
Yes, I know. I could ask him myself, but didn't you stop to wonder why I don't want to?
I just did stop to wonder.
It's complicated, okay? We go back a long way and don't always see eye to eye, especially on matters of categorization, nomenclature, and subsequent archiving methodology. Not that
Goeie
he ever
woorden.
saw fit to delineate his preferred...
Nomenclature.
Mind me, Harold.
Naamgeving.
Cyrus has his stubborn phases, and I just
Ja.
can't talk to him when he's in one.
Okay,
Woordeloos.
say no more.
Sowieso.
Your message is safe with me.
Actually, Harold... No, it's okay. Nothing. Run along now.
Een vreemde vraag. Message for Cyrus. Zullen we dat eerst dan maar doen? Dat is dan denk ik
Ja.
een side ding. Nee, niet eens. Allebei een main task. We can find him in the energy district. Dan zullen we toch moeten gaan travelen.
Ja, misschien kan dat nu.
Ja. Ja, want hij is niet hier. Nee. Dan gaan we inderdaad het travel systeem erop zoeken. Wop. Kijk hem gaan. Kijk hem gaan. Energy District, daar is Cyrus.
Destination selected.
Ja, we worden weer gewaterd.
And a fantastic day. You may now exit the tube. Thank you on behalf of the All Water Corporation for choosing to travel with us.
Oh, we worden gedesinfecteerd.
Bah.
3. Wait for it. 0.
Oké. Cyrus. Kan ik hier naar binnen? Nee. Ah, daar staat hij. De visman.
Hello, Cy. How's it going?
Oh, it's been tough, Harold. Every detail has a
Ik ga het weer
detail.
verhalen
It's like
vertellen.
Ja, hij heeft ook een number one dad
It's
pet.
good you're here, actually.
Yeah? What do you need?
Well, I'm having a bit of difficulty with a 3D printer. It's leaving gaps everywhere.
Oh, okay. Shall I take a look?
Yes, please. But I hope you're better with technology than you are with the ladies.
I hope
Wat heeft
so,
dit er
too.
nou weer mee te maken,
Anyway,
Sai?
see if you and a screwdriver can get this
Ja.
printer its third dimension back.
Puzzeltje?
You have to undo the screws first to remove the front panel.
Hey, kijk hoe we gaan. Kijk hoe we gaan.
Cool. Wie?
Oh, ik moet het zo losmaken dat het allemaal goed valt.
Geinig wel.
Flap. Ja, ik moet alles losmaken dat het goed valt. Hop. Het is geinig gemaakt.
Ja.
Eerst je grote flap. Nee, die wilde ik niet. Ik wilde die erom. Hup, weer één eraf. Die onderflappen kunnen er ook af.
Onderflappen.
Niet goed?
Ja, precies wat het is.
Nee, dat doet niks. Dan eerst deze kleine, denk ik. Hè? Die zit daar dan weer bovenop. Wat een puzzel. Vloep.
Something happened then. Keep going.
Ja, ik ben bezig.
I think you're nearly there.
Ja, dat denk ik ook. Oké. Hier nog een flapje.
Now, you see that hole?
Daar.
Oh,
Hij lacht ons uit.
I'm
Ja.
sorry, Harold. I
Zo is hij.
couldn't resist.
Ow! Ow! Sai, was the printer even broken?
Maybe. If it's any consolation, I discovered this little trick the hard way.
Ow! Why didn't you just fix it then?
Well, where would the fun have been in that?
I'm not sure I like your idea of fun.
Funny. Sunny says the same thing to me. But I guess she didn't like your idea of fun either, eh?
Ow.
Think of it as a wake-up call, Harold. Yeah, a little extra juice.
Oh, that reminds me. Moreau asked me to ask you, how are the details coming along?
Oh, thanks, Harold. Just like her to ask that.
Huh. Is it? Anyway, see you next time, Sai.
Nou. Message for Cyrus zit erop. Al die houtjes liggen daar op de grond.
Ja.
Oh, er staat daar nu notebook. 3D printen. Maar ik heb geen notebook. Systems? Nee. Nou goed, we hebben dit gebied dan ook klaar. De 3D printer opgelost. Stel ik voor dat we hier weer gaan checkpointen.
Harold, one
Yeah.
more thing.
Oh, hij heeft nog wat te melden.
Could you take Morrow a message?
I suppose. Is it just gonna be like hers?
No, nothing like that. It's something definitely unrelated.
So, what's the message?
Oh, okay, fine. You got me. Happy? Just tell her procedure smeeger and that she puts the YRU in Cyrus.
I don't know that's such a good idea.
Oh.
I mean, what is this whole thing about exactly anyway?
She started it. Back in the days, we were both part of the archive club. She was always so darn keen to throw away all the rules and invent new archiving procedures. She called it a healthy distrust for calcified mental models. But all it did was stop us ever getting anything done.
So, you disagreed about archiving?
Precisely. But it was fundamental. I mean, we respected each other's work, but there was this deep difference. And I guess neither of us was willing to budge.
So,
Goeie reden
what
om
did you
ruzie over te
decide about
maken.
the archives?
Archiveren.
Not important anymore.
Yeah.
Come on, man, sometimes you don't need to reinvent the wheel.
Okay. So, no message for her?
Just tell her I say hi. She'll know what I mean.
Okay. Catch you later, Sai.
Goed verhaal, Sai.
Nou.
Mini-message voor Moreau. Ja, oh, die is nieuw inderdaad, dat staat erbij. Ja. Nou, dan kunnen we weer terug gaan lopen voor de mini-message. Maar dat komt wel goed, dat gaan we de volgende keer doen. We hebben hier een puzzel opgelost, dus dan kunnen we weer mooi apart in de video bewaren. Dan gaan we de volgende weer verder.
Dat is goed.
Dus graag tot dan.
Groetjes.
Joejoe.